So, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome to another scene for Darkness in Dublin at the Changeling venue. We're still hunkered inside the caravan, having picked up outside, policed up the lawn chairs, policed up the folding table, snagging the bottles, cleaning up, just generally inside and out. Bambi has run out of just things to do for the sake of having something to do. She's gotten her shower, she's done pretty much everything, and as such, just kind of idly waiting for Reds to get back, as he usually does come home about a certain time each night. Uh, yeah, she will be stretched out, barefooted, on the couch. Uh, Probably, no shit, just playing with her phone, playing some sort of little game or another, something that's easy enough to just putter at with her thumbs. The charger is laying nearby. But yeah, Bambi is, well, Pepper is just kind of comfortable and at home and just doing her thing, keeping busy, periodically checking the time.
He arrives, maybe about 15 minutes late.
Not quite long enough for her to stress in any meaningful way. She just kind of glances up as she hears the approaching feet, especially the step, like up onto the step to the door. She perks right up, clicks out of the game haphazardly. It's not something she's especially dedicated to. But by the time he opens the door, you just have that just happy little face.
He just walks in, you know.
Hey,
Hey,
everything go okay?
yeah, fine. Why?
I just like to ask.
Yeah, no, all right.
Gonna take a second to eyeball him properly.
I mean, I'll give you this for free. He does look pleased, like, obviously, Grace is better, there is something there. Like, he doesn't look, oh my god, miserable, but there is a mix of happiness, but there's definitely a strong undercurrent of sadness there.
And she kind of pulls in her feet, goes about propping herself up a bit. What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. Long day.
Well, yeah, but something's been wrong the whole time.
What you mean?
And what is he up to once he walks in?
Kind of just, do you know the way you're kind of pottering between cupboards? Like, I'm looking for food, but I'm not really. But, it's that type of thing.
And she'll, in that case, go ahead and hop up, and as he's puttering, well, then she just reach out and just gingerly take his hand. And if she can get him to turn around, we'll offer him a, a warm, kind of welcoming hug. Nothing over the top, just she's happy to see him.
Yeah, he doesn't, again, reciprocal squeeze. He seems happy. He just pats you on the side of the head as you're hugging him. Because he's that much taller than you. He can't do that.
Mm-hmm. Well, she accepts the pat, and she tilts back her head enough to look up, and even reaches up, brushes his cheek a bit. Because scruff. It just seems like something's been bothering you.
Nothing you need to worry about.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. I just hate to see you sad.
It is what it is, Bambi.
Is almost kind of a pleading expression, but if he's not going to give it, he's not going to give it.
I mean, he doesn't see it because he just kind of, again, finally figures out, fuck it, I'll make an omelette, and kind of takes out the eggs as he bends down into the fridge.
She'll edge out of his way. After all, it's a caravan. It's not like the kitchen is especially spacious. That is a one butt kitchen, is what that is.
Pretty much.
So yeah, she, slips back and out of the way so he can get to the various cabinets, get to the pans, get to whatever he's putting in it. And just pops Celine against the doorframe. Are you sure you're okay?
Fine.
Okay.
Just a lot of stuff going on.
There is.
That meeting was intense.
What happened?
I can't tell you.
Even now that it's over.
We're not supposed to talk about it. You're noble now, so I can't tell you.
And her eyes kind of drop. The lips kind of roll in, chewing on the lower lip. Still leaning there. Not moving, just. Well, it's a reaction. I'll let you peony if you want to try to get an accurate ping on it.
Sure. Why not? Why not? And we will do this. And dice. Boom. 1.
All right. So again, while it could easily be mistaken for frustration, he gets. I mean, it's rides. He's seen her through all sorts of stuff, and yeah, he can tell that it's not just like your standard like frustration over not being able to know something. It bothers her. She's not calling it out. She's not mad. She's not demanding. She's just it's bothering her.
He just sighs. You know I can't tell you, Bambi.
Oh, I understand. I just hate it.
Well, cracks one of the eggs into the pan. She made you noble, so
Oh, I know.
yeah.
Still, you said you could do some good.
Yeah.
And as long as I can use it to help people, I'm gonna stick to it. I just kind of squints her brow, kind of squints them together, yeah. The brow creases. Just, it kind of hurts.
Well, that's the she's fault. Cracks the egg over the pan again, rather aggressively.
It's not a matter of blame, just
It's her fault.
that if she hadn't done this, I couldn't help.
Yeah. Sure.
Didn't you say there was something I could do? Or were you just trying to make me feel better?
There's something you can do, but never mind. It's not important.
No. It is. Just say it.
It's not important.
What you think is important to me.
I think it's very cruel what she's done to you.
And oddly enough, she doesn't deny it. She kind of...
I don't like her. I think she's a cruel, malevolent bitch.
She hitches up a shrug.
And the fact that you react like that, it sickens me. Because now you're turning into just like them.
What's worse, she's not making eye contact anymore either. She's kind of looking like waist level down, not like at her feet or something. It's not that far gone, just...
It's like she's taken my Bambi away. There's nothing I can do. And she's trying to turn her into something that I don't like.
Not turning into anything.
The fact that you don't... I hate that fucking bitch.
It was a strange thing for her to do.
It was a cruel thing to do, Bambi. She's put you on your own, isolated in a world that it's full of sharks. Hungry for your blood. With no one there to protect you.
Starts chewing on the lip again.
And now, I can't tell you something that we could really fucking use you on. And I can't tell you because of what she's done now.
Can you tell me what you need without telling me the details?
I can't, Bambi. Not after what I did at the meeting. I can't tell you anything.
I know you can't tell me the things that were said or the things that were planned. But anything you need, just tell me you need it. I don't have to know why. I trust you.
Like I said, when you'll know, when we have done something, you'll know. And we'll make sure you're the first one to know.
Can you do me a favor? If there's some sort of meeting again.
I can't. We're not allowed to tell.
I don't want you to tell me.
We're not even allowed to tell you when it's happening.
You don't have to tell me that either.
Then what?
Can you tell them I want to earn their trust?
We tried that.
It means a lot to me. They at least give me a chance.
We tried that. We're trying that. The fact that I am making you a liaison to the thing we're doing is proof of what we tried to do.
At least I can do that.
But I can't stand that growls. Just sit off in her fucking bedlam and leave you unprotected.
By the same token, she doesn't make any demands of me. She doesn't ask me to change.
Don't you stick up for her. She's no better than him.
Except that she's not using me.
Yes, she is.
How?
Look at you.
Even with the oath I took, the only thing I can possibly bring her to shame.
So she doesn't have to take any of the blame. It's just you.
She would. She's responsible for me. She's still my liege.
Oh, yeah. And you'll make a mockery of it all, and she'll just turn on you.
She won't turn on me. She won't even be here but so long.
Yeah. Oh, that's even better. Absentee. Brilliant.
I know you don't like her, but I still feel like she thought I could serve a purpose. Maybe me
He's,
being so different from all the sharks is a good thing.
he spits on the ground. That's what I think of her. And her promises. And her bullshit. And what she's done to you.
Just goes back to chewing quietly on her lip. This time, yeah, the eyes are all the way down on, like, her feet. Arms just kind of crossed in front of her chest.
He kind of rubs the back of his head as he awkwardly, like, clangs one of the pans against the cooker, as he just has his back to you. You can hear the sigh in his voice as he's rubbing his beard. He's clearly frustrated.
Maybe there was time for there to be someone with title whose heart was made of something warmer than glass. Maybe it was time for there to be someone with title who was willing to actually make the sacrifices they promised. And make real sacrifices. Not things that look big and sound grand and mean nothing. Things that sound like less than they are. Things that actually hurt to give up. I really hope, I really hope that she saw something better in me. Damn it. Where did I lose you?
Whoops, wrong button. You said in time it's better to have someone whose heart is not made of glass, I think
Yeah.
it was.
Made of something warmer than glass. Maybe it's time for there to be someone with title who, when they say they're making a sacrifice, is actually making a sacrifice and is willing to give up something even though it hurts for the betterment of the common kids. I really hope that she meant it, but I don't know her mind. But I have to think the best. There has to be something I can do that the others can't.
By your liege, all you want to yourself, Bambi.
She chews on her lip and finally kind of stands up, starts kind of puttering back out into the sitting area, reaches up to grab. I mean, in the gray world, it just looks like, a standard little, like, pull your hair out of your face head, hairband, but gingerly pulls it off and sits it on the table. Goes and just kind of slumps back down on the couch. Lets him finish cooking his omelet.
Eventually, yeah, you hear him just come into the living room and just clangs the plate angrily on the couch, the sitting room table, and just sits down.
I mean, depending on how big this caravan is, it's very possible that the couch is the sitting room for the table, too. So she'll pull her feet out of the way. Even if she had the wrong idea doing it, if I do something good with it, does it matter?
And then you're dead because you couldn't defend yourself.
Against what?
The others, the sharks in there, waiting, fucking hungry for you. They have their little noble balls, and they make a fool out of you.
This time she doesn't look as so much downcast as thoughtful as she takes kind of chewing on her lip again, just kind of staring blankly like at the table. Not at the table, but almost past it. Won't be that long till you're at night too.
There's a difference between you and me.
There's a lot of differences between you and me.
There you go then.
Fine.
Fine.
I'll talk to Frogger tomorrow.
But what?
You're so worried about me being safe.
What the fuck's Fragor gonna do?
You don't have to be a count to have bodyguards.
Cool.
What do you want me to do? Break my oath?
I say that?
I don't know what you want. I don't know what answer you want. When I came back and I was scared of it, you said I would be able to do good. And now you're just so angry. I don't know what answer you want. You're right. I'm scared. I don't know what I'm getting into. I don't know these people, these other nobles, all these she. I don't trust any of these she. So at least there's that. But I hope that the fact that I have something they don't means I can do something they can't.
It doesn't work like that, Bambi.
Why not?
Because it doesn't work like that. Sunshine, rainbows, and happy hands is not how it works.
Not about sunshine and rainbows. It's about seeing the answer other people don't.
Yeah.
And convincing them that it's the right answer.
Well, good luck with that. Because there are people who are far better than you in there.
Did I really change?
You're a noble now, Bambi.
But did I change?
I don't know. I can't tell you anything. I can't tell you a goddamn fucking thing.
Not even without the context.
I can't tell you anything, Bambi. You saw the way they treated that snitch.
I saw the way you treated him.
That's because he deserves it. And you should have heard what they said at the meeting. It was far worse that's coming for him.
I don't know what else I can do to prove it.
Prove what?
That I can be trusted.
The fact that I'm using you as a liaison means that myself and Fragar managed to get you to be semi-trusted.
It's just strange to think that the people that I've seen every day think that much differently of me over a sash. I know what it means.
It's what it means and who they see you with. Like Tintagel, Raven, Karina, all these she. That's who you now go to balls with, interact with.
I've only done the same as I would have done before. You've been around them too. Others have been around them too.
But you're a knight now. I'm just a lowly squire. The rest of us are just lowly commoners. If we want to get really technical, Bambi, you can order me off this land.
But I never would. And
But
that's
you
the part
can.
that matters.
But you can. And who knows? Maybe Tintagel might order you to do it. Or any of these people.
Tangel's not my liege.
Or maybe your liege will.
If she orders me to do something that is abusive to the common, then I will leave.
Will you?
I'm not going to be... Yes.
Will you now?
Do you not believe me?
No.
Why?
I don't. We're doing the thing. The greater good. You won't leave.
The greater good is not abusing that power. I'm not letting someone else abuse it. I'm not there to be used.
That's what she's doing.
How? How is she using me right now?
Look at you. Look at her. She gets to duck away from responsibilities, point you her nice little knight to overhandle her affairs, and she gets to slink off.
I haven't handled any of her affairs.
So what's going to happen? She's so quick to throw blame at Tintaja. What's she done? Where was she? Where was she, huh?
She was there.
Was she? I didn't see her when he stands up quite angrily and like flips the table. I didn't see her when Grace was getting tortured.
She's one woman.
I didn't see her though, did I?
No. No, because she was probably out netting something worse.
Oh,
Dragging it back to one of those cells.
then where was
You know
she
what
when the
she
rest?
does?
I know what she does and I don't care.
Do you really know? Or do you just know that she stays there in that prison?
Stays there in that prison and oversees some fucking monster.
She stays there in that prison and has to regularly leave when there are major threats to the place that we travel, to the places that the common have to travel. She goes out and she removes them. It's not as direct, it's not here, now, but it means that wherever she has to go, there is something that is a major threat to us, and she
Oh,
takes care of it.
and where is she now when we're dying?
She's here.
Oh,
She's with the
bullshit.
Duke.
Oh, that's great for her. And what's she done? Sit in her arse in Bedlam and point you a fucking night with no backing, no gain, no nothing. And bitched about Tintagel.
She's answered my questions more than any of the others she have done. She answers them honestly.
And she does nothing with it.
Do you know that?
Why isn't she put him in his place?
Do you know that she isn't taking the steps to do it?
I haven't seen it. I
She
haven't
thinks
seen
he's
her.
disgusting.
I haven't seen her sitting there in the changing market spouting her shit.
How much can she get done in the changeling market rights?
It'll be enough. It'll be someone there. But no. She does what all she does and goes under the current.
What
Under
could
the
she
table.
possibly do in the changeling market besides do the opposite of what you did at that meeting? What's she
Stand.
going to do? Rile up the rest of us that are left?
Yeah.
What good does that do? You all
Means we
said yourselves.
took a
There's
stand
war.
against them.
Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there.
Oh, it's bullshit. More of this backstabbing politics. And you're
That's
justifying it. That's how you've changed.
how else can she change it? That's how they do things. I couldn't get in there and do that.
Well, there you go then.
Is my trying to believe in the better side of someone really me changing?
It's you going along with what they do and what they do best.
I was with her for a long time, right?
Oh, but that's great. You've. There you go then. There you go then. She's wonderful now. You were with her a fucking week.
It was a month, right?
A
From
month. A fucking gets right in her face. Month. What am I?
she actually like pulls back the slightest bit. Not in fear, just it's too much.
Some guy you just used because I'm the biggest, strongest fellow in the room? You believe a she?
I think I'm using you.
You think what you want.
You just said it.
You trust her word after being with her for a month. More than you trust mine.
I do trust you.
But not as much as her, though, is it?
I trust you more.
Yeah. He starts to walk off.
I mean, she won't stop him. She just kind of sits there, pulls her legs up. Where's he walking?
Outside, kicks open the door quite aggressively and just walks outside.
And there will be a good couple minutes pause. And in that time, Bambi takes like a good minute to kind of pull herself together, wipe her eyes, and cast around for her shoes. And slips them on. And spends another couple minutes kind of screwing up her courage because, yeah, in theory, he's right out there. She finally, a lot more tentatively than she means to, kind of eases open the door, takes a couple steps out. Glances around to see if he's right nearby.
See, probably a large figure by a tree.
And there's another, like, not full minute, but a pause, and some lip chewing, and she'll walk over. She'll approach. To even look over at her as she walks up.
Nope.
And she comes to stand reasonably close, but doesn't reach out to touch him. Not when he's this agitated. You really feel like I'm using you?
It's what you said.
When?
It's what you said.
What did I say?
It doesn't matter. You've known her a long time. You stayed with her for a month. Because you had to. Because some fucking she was too afraid to do his own fucking duty because he's a fucking coward.
I know.
But no. You left me sitting there. Wondering what the fuck was happening. And now she's this amazing person. When all I see is a coward who hid in Bedlam. Who didn't stand for what we need now. And hid going to hunt dangerous monsters somewhere else. Because she couldn't handle the sharks in the water.
Someone had to give something. No one else offered anything.
Yeah. And it'll be always you that gives. And then you'll end up dead, and then where will I fucking be?
She kind of, very tentatively, Picks up a hand, goes to touch his arm. It's barely anything. It's just to see if he jerks away from her.
He does. Almost oddly invulnerable. I wouldn't say it's vulnerable. I don't know the right word. It's late enough, so I can't say
Mm-hmm.
the word properly. But it's that it's very vulnerable. The move away.
I didn't stay there because I was choosing her over you, right?
No, it's fine. I get it. Have some shitty fucking caravan out in the middle of nowhere. Broken ass fucking hookah that I take care of every day, and barely any money to my name, and all I do is fight all day and get the shit kicked out of me to get some extra money when I could knock a guy out in seconds.
I'd choose all of it over a castle.
It's fine though. I get it. You sacrifice something, and that's fine. It's easy for you to sacrifice things. Then you get to go off and do everything, and the people you make fall in love with you left to pick up the pieces afterwards.
I didn't leave you to pick up the pieces. I came back. And I'm sorry it hurt.
And now I get to sit and watch her use someone I looks down. Love.
But this time she very tentatively again. It's a slow enough motion that if he really wants to, he can pull away from her, but she just tries to reach up and lay a hand on his cheek.
He doesn't react. Just looks down. I can't stand it. I can't stand that she took you away from all of us and isolated you.
I offered. She didn't demand anything I didn't offer. She set the time shorter than it should have been.
And that's her fault. She didn't give you the time. She didn't prepare you for anything. She just cast you out there to the wolves. She did that to someone I love. And I can't do anything.
I took that time to know her instead of to learn this. I didn't expect to be offered this. I didn't
And she
expect to say yes.
and you said yes.
Only because she made many, many concessions, right? And only because it seemed so important.
Made many concessions, did she?
She did.
That's good. That's good.
I made the best decision I knew how to make.
You could have said no.
I could have.
You could have said no and helped all of us in there. Not
But
be with those people.
I'm sorry. But if it's all of them, and me. And I'm the only one that's different. And I'm the only one that's so close. Don't you need that?
Almost if we need you too.
I'm here. I'm right here. I'm not staying in some castle. I'm right here.
Eventually you will.
No, I won't. Not unless you do. I'm staying right here. The people I care about. Why would I want to go somewhere where nobody has a heart or a soul?
Because you're noble now.
It's a sash, right?
He slammed his fist into the tree. It's not just a sash. It's not. The way they look at us, the way they spit at us, didn't I just slapped at you and me in the middle of the market because he can? It's not just a sash. In fact, he'll take off his own and spit on it. It's not. It's a brand. It's a chain. And I didn't want you in that. I just wanted you to be you. Sitting in your fucking forest with your stupid little tent. I could keep you safe. And now forget it. Stupid.
She reaches up with the other hand and just tries to kind of not pull, but kind of gingerly coax him down to where she can at least get her arms around his neck.
I was meant to be the one in chains, not you.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry. It's fine. It's fine.
And she hugs tightly in, tucking her face like in under his ear. We'll see. In time they'll see too. I know what it means, but I'm not changing. I'm not gonna be like that. I can't. She are different than us. We have something they don't. She squeezes in again, with the hand coming in the midst of the hug to rest like on the back of his head.
He doesn't say anything.
I promise I wasn't choosing them over you.
She looks at me wrong. I swear, Bambi.
Please, Rights.
I don't. I swear she looks at me the wrong way.
And she finally pulls back a little bit. Again, hand on both cheeks, this time very pointedly to keep eye contact. Reds, I love you and I need you. Please. Don't get yourself hurt.
She does anything to hurt you,
I know.
I'll kill her.
I know.
I'll curse her name. I'll burn down the whole fucking forest. If she hurts you. I'm not strong enough to lose you.
I won't make you.
I'm not trying to control you. I'm not trying to do anything like that. I'm just not strong enough.
You won't ever have to be.
Am I wrong for looking at Grace and being sad?
Why would that be wrong?
The mind may be fixed, but the body isn't.
And it hurts.
And I realized, sitting on that beach, she'd never be there again. And then I saw you, that she, that traitor. And I realized that you could be next.
Be fine.
And what if you're not?
Be careful.
I can't, Bambi. I can't lose you.
You won't. Just stroke a thumb up his cheekbone, still having her hands resting lightly on either side of his face.
The benefit of being dark is you totally can't see the tears coming down his face.
You won't lose me. And someday she'll be able to come out too.
I didn't mean to yell. I didn't mean to yell. Just frightened.
And she tries just gingerly to pull him down. First to hug him and then to kiss either of his cheeks. Swiping her thumbs behind to wipe away the tears.
My heart's racing about 500 miles.
I've learned to be careful. You don't have to be afraid for me, Rides. I won't.
You say that. How can I not be?
With everything that's happening, wouldn't it have been just as scary if I was common?
Yeah, well, if you're a commoner, I could do something different.
Do what?
I put you in a fucking motley with me.
I can still do that.
You're a noble.
Was one of the conditions I demanded to take.
And that's great when she's off with her doing whatever she's doing in the back arse of nowhere, but everywhere else comes down on top of you.
I realize by being in a motley, they can judge me all they want for surrounding myself with common people. But she's the one who takes the real kick. She's the one who gets the worst looks for not making me leave.
And what happens if she makes you leave?
Then she's broken her word. At which point I should be free of my sash.
I don't trust her.
You don't have to. Dreaming holds us to our oaths. She will not keep me from joining a motley. She understands that any ill that comes her way because I don't know what I'm doing is on her, not on me. She's taking the brunt of these things when I
And
make mistakes.
And she did nothing to prepare you for it.
No, instead,
she pretended to decide. You rubbed his face. If she really cared, she would have prepared you.
how prepared are you?
I can handle myself.
Have you learned anything more about courtly etiquette than I have?
I can handle myself. After all, I'm just like the she.
She kind of squints.
Stands up.
What? You're nothing like the she.
Because someone challenged my word and I meant that word face on. I am a bully and a demon who is no better and exactly like the she.
But you're not.
I'll be fine.
You have a heart and a soul, and they don't. And just because you stand by your word and you defend it, doesn't make you anything like them. It makes you someone with standards. If you'd done anything less, you would have been a pushover. And I'm sure they would have said that was just like the she too.
Well, don't worry about it. It's not your concern.
In a completely unofficial capacity, anything that hurts you is my concern.
Well, it's great to hear that I'm exactly like the men who ripped Grace's soul out from her body. That's what the she are, aren't they?
That's what Baylor are.
They're she.
Right, you're nothing like that. And you know that. You don't attack people for no reason. You don't hurt people for the joy of hurting people. You don't torture people for the joy of seeing them break. You're nothing like them. She kind of ducks her head a little bit, trying to look up at his eyes. You think I'm that bad a judge of character?
There's a motley going to be going around trying to cause trouble for the nobles. I ripped the cockatoo's prize feather out from his skull for him challenging me. That's a heads up I can give you. So when they do start causing trouble, maybe you can interject.
Oh well.
I gave him a warning and he tried to challenge me over it and he got slapped down by me. His pixie friend then said I am no better than she.
Sounds like his
So I'm a
pesky
bully.
friend just wanted to start another fight. It's a lot easier to say hurtful things than to admit
They,
you're wrong.
they stood there in the silence trying to instigate things. A Fragra and I tried to be diplomatic and approach it logically.
It's because you and Fragra care more than about how angry you are.
Do you know, this little girl is crying because the Shi are over there bullying her and her family. Why? Because they're commoners and they are nobility.
Are they titled or are they just she?
We're investigating, that's all I can say.
Of course.
But she looked in my eyes and she was so scared.
But that's the difference, isn't it? And again, she makes a point of kind of reaching up and pulling his head around so he can look her in the eyes. Big hazel eyes. Right, you've been hurt so much more than so many of these people even know how to hurt. And you still care more about them than about how angry you are, than about how hurt you are. That's why you're better.
And we get to just rubs his beard. Get to hear about this pisky with her fucking rings ripped off and Tintagel did nothing. For 5 months, Bambi. 5 months.
Was he supposed to do something?
Give her wings back.
You'll see her
Parade.
jaw kind of
He paraded
clench.
them. He paraded them around. They even brought her in. That's what that woman in the bowling alley told us. Paraded them all around for 5 months before he finally gave them back. What happens if that was Grace?
We could fix Grace and promise to. I would hold him to it.
I'd kill him if he broke his promise.
I'd
The
just
hell
force him to keep it.
I'd send him to him.
It'd be better than he deserved.
And I'm no better than she.
You're so much better. Pulls in, and even if he won't crouch down so she can hug him around the neck, she'll still pull in and hug him around the chest. Alright, you're so much better. You can't even be compared to the she.
And I did a terrible thing to get my Grace back. I've done terrible things to keep you safe.
You do it because you care, because you don't. You aren't hurting innocent people, right? You're defending people who need defending. From things that ought to be defended against. You're nothing like the she.
Sorry for yelling. It's not fair on you. I don't mean to yell at you about your whatever the fuck she is. It's just
You're scared. That's okay. You're allowed to be scared. I'm scared.
can't be scared.
You can be scared. You just have to not act on it. You still have to make those good decisions, and you do.
I don't think you trust her more than me. My mind is racing.
You know I trust you more than anyone.
Every bad thing just keeps replaying in my head again and again.
And she, still up very close to him. Pressed kind of close. She frees up one arm, then reaches up and takes that thistle flower in her hair and takes it and just tucks it through the top buttonhole in his jacket. I even trusted you with my heart. I can't trust anyone more than that.
I have flowers for you.
And she grins up at him. You'll find another one tomorrow. You always do.
Takes the thistle and puts it back in her hair. That flower's for you.
She nods.
It's a whole look thing. It's meant to keep you safe.
It does a good job.
I guess you're probably angry with me.
I was just scared that you meant what you said.
My mind is going at 500 miles per hour, and I'm twisting the slightest thing I hear. Because my mind is going, there it is, there's the proof we need, no evidence, let's go, 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 go. And I'm pushing away someone I love because I'm so terrified of losing them. Turns out I'm end up going to lose them. It's a brilliant strategy, me. I thought it well.
And you're scared of losing something. Feel like sometimes it's easier to tell yourself that it won't hurt as much if you lose it on your own terms.
I'm scared of losing something that's maybe the first bit of happiness I've ever felt since what happened to Grace.
You won't lose me.
Maybe it's just figured it was easier just maybe if I lash out enough she'll run away screaming.
I wouldn't run away screaming. Best you're ever gonna get is me walking away crying and hoping that you'll come and bring me back.
Well, that's problematic. Wasn't planning to let you leave anyway.
It's kind of a. It's still a touch sad, but there's a little bit of a smile, and she'll go to take him by either of his big ol' hands. Start just gently backpedaling, trying to lead him back to the caravan.
I'm sorry for hurting you.
And that's why you're better than any of them are.
Just was frightened and yeah,
It's okay.
that's
It's
kind
okay
of
to
bad.
be frightened.
Just promise me you won't be gone in the morning.
Where would I go? Where would I rather be than here?
Just promise me.
I promise. I'll be right here. My favorite place. My favorite person.
He just nods and yeah, he's it's oddly it's scarily vulnerable for rides.
And she'll very gingerly, very caringly, very tenderly lead him back. And lead him in and even lay down with him. And reassuringly continue to stroke his hair, stroke his cheeks. I wasn't lying to you. I love you and I need you. I don't say those things lightly.
Promise me.
Promise. 3 times I promise it.
I love you too. Scares the shit out of me to say that.
And she'll lean in to give him a peck on the lips.
You just literally you are like cocooned into him essentially.
Don't focus on being scared of losing it. Be happy that you have it. I am.
Do my best.
That's all I can ask. Yeah, she hardly minds.
And yeah, he just strokes her hair and just again very vulnerable, very intimate. Do you want to call the scene there, Katie?
You can do. She'll stay curled up tightly to him. And much the same. He idly strokes her hair. She'll be, rubbing his back, touching his arms. Just nothing sexual, just very, very close, very intimate, just reassuring with motion that she's there. And yeah, I guess we call it there.
There you go.